Hello and welcome back to Vintage Nook. Today we're stepping into the elegant world of McGee Company. Fall 2026, exploring 10 beautiful decorating ideas inspired by its timeless, collected aesthetic. From chocolate brown and warm cream to olive green, navy, aged metals, heritage florals, and layered textures, we'll discover how to create a home that feels warm, sophisticated, and effortlessly lived in. So settle in, get comfortable, and let's enjoy these beautiful fall-inspired ideas together. Fall decorating doesn't have to begin with pumpkins or bright orange accents. Start instead with a sophisticated foundation of chocolate brown and warm cream. Layer creamy upholstery, walnut furniture, brown ceramics, and neutral textiles to create a room that feels naturally autumnal, elegant, and wonderfully timeless without appearing overly seasonal. The beauty of this palette is its versatility. Chocolate brown adds depth while cream keeps the room light and welcoming. Add a few cognac or camel accents through pillows, leather, or small accessories. The result feels collected rather than decorated, creating the quiet richness that defines an elevated fall interior. Olive green brings a quieter interpretation of autumn into the home. Instead of obvious seasonal colors, introduce olive through a patterned pillow, upholstered chair, ceramic vase, or botanical artwork. Against cream walls and warm wood, this muted green feels organic, sophisticated, and reminiscent of traditional interiors shaped by nature. For a more refined composition, keep olive restrained rather than repeating it everywhere. One upholstered piece and a few carefully chosen accessories can be enough. Pair it with walnut, aged brass, parchment, and soft beige for a room that feels established, graceful, and beautifully connected to the changing season. Navy may not be the first color associated with fall, but paired with warm brown, it creates an incredibly sophisticated contrast. Think deep navy upholstery, indigo artwork, walnut furniture, and creamy textiles. The combination feels classic and collected, bringing a subtle European-inspired character to an otherwise contemporary room. The key is allowing brown to remain the warmer foundation while navy provides visual depth. Introduce navy through one substantial element rather than many small accents. Add ivory, aged brass, and natural wood to soften the contrast, creating a room that feels elegant throughout autumn and beyond. One of the easiest ways to give a home the feeling of history is through artwork. Instead of matching every frame, create a collected gallery wall using botanical prints, landscapes, still life paintings, sketches, and antique-inspired frames. Different subjects can feel cohesive when their colors share warm browns, creams, olive, and muted blue. The goal isn't perfect symmetry. Let different frame sizes and shapes create a relaxed rhythm across the wall. Place the artwork above a console or sofa and combine it with ceramics, books, and a small lamp. Suddenly, the space feels personal, layered, and as though its pieces were gathered over time. Fall 2026 styling becomes more interesting when metallic accents look aged rather than perfectly polished. Think antique brass, bronze, and verdigris finishes used sparingly throughout the room. These materials introduce subtle patina, giving even newer furniture and accessories the visual character of pieces that have lived in a home for years. A small verdigris candle holder on a coffee table can be enough to create this effect. Combine it with dark wood, cream ceramics, and woven textures rather than surrounding it with too many metallic objects. The contrast feels authentic, understated, and sophisticated, making the room feel collected rather than newly styled. Floral patterns can make a fall interior feel romantic without becoming overly traditional. Choose heritage-inspired botanical motifs in muted olive, brown, navy, or cream rather than bright floral colors. A patterned pillow, upholstered chair, or framed botanical print can introduce personality while maintaining the calm sophistication of the surrounding space. Balance floral pieces with solid fabrics and simple furniture silhouettes. If the pattern is visually detailed, let the rest of the room remain quiet. Walnut, cream linen, aged brass, and natural rugs provide grounding elements, allowing the floral pattern to feel intentional, elegant, and surprisingly modern within a vintage-inspired interior. Dark wood has a natural ability to make a room feel grounded and established. For fall, walnut furniture becomes especially effective because its deeper tone naturally complements cream, olive, camel, and muted blue. A substantial coffee table, console, dining table, or nightstand can instantly give the room more visual weight. Rather than filling the space with dark furniture, choose 1 or 2 anchor pieces. Then surround them with lighter upholstery, natural textiles, and carefully selected accessories. This creates contrast without heaviness. The result is warm, architectural, and sophisticated, a room that feels timeless rather than tied to one particular decorating season. One of the most sophisticated ways to prepare a home for fall is through texture rather than obvious seasonal decoration. Layer wool, linen, velvet, woven materials, wood, ceramic, and glass to create visual depth. These materials naturally make a room feel warmer while keeping the overall design understated and elegant. Start with a neutral foundation and build gradually. A wool rug can soften the floor, velvet can add richness to one chair, while linen pillows and woven accessories provide contrast. The room begins to feel warmer without becoming crowded, proving that seasonal atmosphere can come from material choices rather than decorative clutter. The dining table deserves just as much attention as the living room during fall. Begin with a natural or muted tablecloth, then layer patterned dinnerware, woven placemats, etched glassware, and understated flatware. Instead of pumpkins, use branches, foliage, fruit, or simple ceramic vessels to create an organic centerpiece. The secret is restraint. Choose one dominant pattern and let the surrounding pieces remain quiet. Brown, cream, olive, and natural tones create a beautifully cohesive palette, while glass and aged metal add subtle refinement. The finished table feels prepared for an intimate gathering without looking like a temporary seasonal display. The defining idea behind Fall 2026 is the beautiful tension between something old and something new. Bring this philosophy home by combining contemporary upholstery with antique-inspired artwork, modern lighting with traditional furniture, or a clean-lined sofa beside a weathered-looking wooden table. The contrast creates character without sacrificing comfort or sophistication. This approach makes a home feel collected rather than perfectly coordinated. You don't need every piece to match. Instead, allow different eras, materials, and silhouettes to communicate with one another. When new pieces gain the visual soul of older objects, the room becomes warmer, more personal, and timeless enough to evolve for years. And there you have it, 10 timeless ways to bring the refined spirit of McGee Company. Fall 2026 into your home. From rich walnut and layered textures to collected artwork and elegant autumn tablescapes, each idea proves that fall decorating can feel sophisticated without being overwhelming. If you enjoyed this inspiration, please give the video a like, subscribe to Vintage Nook, and share your favorite idea in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.